We got Coach Kampe back on here. We got him squared away. I knew that we were going to. There he is.
My guy. There it is.
Consistency is the hallmark of greatness.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. But Camp, I had this brilliant lead in. We talked about it, the win over Oklahoma State, and I'll tell you what, Camp. No, you weren't even as excited as Darren McCarty was when we were talking about Oakland getting the win. What was that like?
You were there, Neil. In that environment, that's one of the coolest places that college basketball's played. It was so loud. Jalen making those free throws in that environment with the noise and that was just a special moment for the program. And so we've won 12 of those games over the years, and that one was as special as any of them. It's been a few years since we'd won one, and we talked earlier on the show. I thought we had a chance to be really, really good. So. Maybe we do.
So I guess that's my question, and I follow you on Twitter, and I loved the picture of the early morning with the plane and winds in the morning, because that's part of the journey. And I think that, the question is, we've been talking about it, that you have a different schedule coming off the road. You got a home game, but then you play on the road till the end of December and stuff. How different is this, and does this win against an Oklahoma State team early in the season, does it help your program?
Well, with that schedule we have coming up, and with, as you said, not being at home, and the home game's against Toledo, who's very, very good. They're ranked in the top of the mid-major. If things didn't go well, if we didn't have a win, you could see it snowballing into something bad, and that win now is something we can hang our hat on. The game at West Virginia was just as good. We just couldn't finish it. We had a chance to win both those games, and you saw a team in our league last night go to Purdue, and probably on paper they're the best team in our league, and they got it put to them pretty bad, and that can happen to you on the road in this business. And so the fact that we played 2 games like that showed that we can compete. It gives us a lot of confidence to believe that we can get through this tough, dauntless part of our schedule.
You got a question?
Yeah. So, Coach, going into this game right here against Toledo, you guys just won a big game, a huge game. And as far as your team, what type of confidence does this give your team, your players that you haven't seen before? Have you always seen it?
I think that it substantiated what they believed. It's easy to have swag, but you have to earn swag. You have to earn deep down the truth. Right, you know that you played against players that fake that, and then when it's on the line, they can't get it done. But they act and they believe they have this, but they can't do it. And I think that you earn that right, and now they know they can do it. They played with Oklahoma State's probably one of the top 25 teams in the country, and they played with them, beat them, and so they've got that to hang their hat on. Going into Toledo, I think it's a really important game for us. I really do. I think that, I think that coming off that win and now playing a really good R-level team in our building with a very large crowd, I think we have to take it one step further. I think this is a must-win for us. I don't count the non-league as must-wins very often, but I do think this is a must-win for us if we're going to go on and have the type of year I believe we can have.
Joined by Greg Kampe, the head coach for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. They're in action at the Arena tonight on the campus of Oakland University against Toledo. Should be a very, very entertaining basketball game. Come on out if you guys have the opportunity. But Camp, Darren McCarty asked the question, and Joyke asked the question to him, and some of the viewers and listeners are talking about it. The atmosphere at the Arena, and obviously I'm around it doing the games for ESPN Plus and the radio and all that kind of stuff. And McCarty asked me, he said, how does it stack up to the other buildings in the Horizon League? And Camp, I told him, and maybe I'm biased, I don't know, but I think I deal in fact, that I said there's not really a comparison because of that student section and the Grizz gang and the students that are there and everything like that. And Camp, they're not just... The thing that really blows me away, they're not just there on their phones and stuff like that. I mean, certainly, they're on their phones and post on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. But they're active participants in what's going on. It's almost like they make it that way, just in terms of it making a tough building to play in. They are the best student section in the Horizon League.
Oh, I think unquestionably, but I will say this: the league's getting better. I think that we've set a standard that I think Northern Kentucky, Wright State, I think those two schools are really doing growing their student sections, and they're tough places to play because of it. I think for sure, though, that Oakland has set the standard down through the years with the great teams that I've had. They they've won games for us in our building just because of the. And then again, you got to think about our building too, because of the low roof. The noise is just unbelievable. ESPN a few years ago named us the top Horizon League student section home court advantage in the league, and so it's not just us saying it. You know, it was done by ESPN. But since then, I would tell you that those two other schools, I think, have done a much better job. And I think we see it throughout the league where that's getting better. But I do think we've set the standard.
All right, Coach Kampe, I'm going to pretend that it's just you and me on the golf course talking and stuff like this. You've already said tonight against Toledo is a must-win. I'm going to do what coaches and players never do and look ahead because you got Alabama. And just because I've talked with Neil and stuff, and he thinks Alabama has a shot to be, national champion and stuff like this. What does that mean for you as a coach going in there? Because, even Oklahoma State and all these top 25 teams, but when you go in and you play, what is it that you hope your kids take away from the game in Alabama, let alone what the score ends up?
Well, I think that we want to see us defend Alabama. Alabama's one of the top offensive teams in the country. They play a very fast-paced style, and as Oklahoma State did, but I think Alabama is individually more talented offensively than Oklahoma State. So can we do to them what we did to Oklahoma State, and that's control tempo, keep the game. Oklahoma State had 22 points in the first half. West Virginia had 27 points in the first half. My guess is Alabama hasn't had a 20-point half since Nate's been there. So can we impose our defense on them? That is what I'm really interested in seeing. Can we rebound like we have in these two games with them? Can we do it again? And then again, and those are the things that at this time of the year you're looking for as a coach, so that when you get into your league, you know what your expectations are and you know what you can game plan on.
Talking to Greg Kampe here. One more for you, Coach, before we let you go. Some of the viewers that are watching right now, Detroit Dabber 313 says, Callahan Hall was bumping when I was there, and Oakland was brand new in the league. My buddy got kicked out for a sign that was chirping at Coach Kampe. And you, the game against Oklahoma State, and I remember the tournament we played in Las Vegas a couple years ago. You engage, and for the people that don't know, the fans at Oklahoma State are literally on top of you, like literally right the row behind you. You engage with the fans. You've let fans call plays in the past. I mean, all that kind of stuff. Why do you do that? And really, nobody else does. Why do you do it?
Well, I don't know why nobody else does, and I'm not sure other people don't. It's about the fun and the pageantry of college basketball. I just think it's awesome. I love it when a fan base is passionate about their team, and I had a great time with the Oklahoma State fans behind our bench. I really did. It was, and the other thing is they can get very abusive, and they won't do that if you engage with them. They won't. They want to win badly, but they find it hard to believe that a coach would turn around and talk to them. So it kind of takes them by surprise a little bit, and end up having some pretty good conversation. I remember going into a timeout late in the game against Oklahoma State, and one of the guys was pretty vocal. I said, "Hey, you want to call a play?" And he looked at me, and I go, "Yeah, you can call one. Just make sure number one gets the ball, though, okay? Because I think that'd be important that Jamal got the ball for us." And he just laughed at it. And, it took him by surprise, I know that, but it's a fun part of the game.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Greg Kampe here, head coach for Oakland University boys basketball team. Now, we got one more question before you get up out of here. All right, and this is a debate that we've been dealing with all day. So, sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie? Which one you going with?
Oh, pumpkin pie from Avalon, downtown Detroit, Avalon.
Okay.
Go
there you go.
Okay.
Have them make you a pumpkin pie. you won't ever eat anything else. It is unbelievable. Avalon.
Avalon.
Yeah.
Okay, look
Well,
at that.
we got to get Kampe back on for the holidays, man, because
We're going to have it like a Thanksgiving food segment.
no basketball, just food.
No, I
Just
just
food.
want food. I want Camp's top 10 spots in
The downtown.
D. I know where I wrote that down. Avalon, going down.
Avalon.
We'll catch up with you, Coach. Thanks a lot, as
Appreciate you,
always.
Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
No
Yep.
problem.
Hey, next time I'll get this right.
No, you're good. Don't do that.
No,
It's your
that
bit.
would ruin your consistency.
Exactly.
Bit. All right.
Good luck tonight.
Head coach Greg Kampe, Golden Grizzlies in action tonight at the arena on the blacktop against Toledo. So come on out to the arena if you get a chance. I'll have the call on ESPN Plus and certainly on the radio side